What's up, guys? This is Claude from Chicago back with another live stream, and today we are playing City Skylines. Long time no see. The title says because I actually have no idea what I'm going to be doing today. What's up, Tariko? What's up, Silver Plays? What's up, AJ? What is up, Ice? What is up, Jeffrey? What is up, guys? Dr. Brown? But today, yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing. But we are going to get started. Well, what we're going to be doing today is industry. You can see that's a problem here. Probably education and some other stuff. But before we do get started, AJ wanted to have himself his own marijuana district. And by the way, AJ's house... AJ, your house is completely abandoned, by the way, mate. Probably due to the fact that there's no power. TBH, I'm just going to run a power line right out back to your house. Big rip for AJ's house. But when AJ moves back in, he'll have himself that district that he wants. So just give me a second. But how has everyone's day been going? My day's been going good. Recreational use, right? Is that what we do? Recreational use, slightly increased tax income. Moderate increase of tourism, slightly reduces crime rate. Increases police budget by 15%. Okay, so crime goes down, but police budget goes up. Alright, that's weird. Oof. Power now. How long? Yeah, I don't know. Your house will come back eventually, though. It'll come back. There's a little happy guy. But today, guys, we are going to be working on our industry slash commercial area. Industry includes high rises and office buildings, as well as Zach Daily Games told me that I can't buy all the squares yet because I have it on until I get Metropolis. So we need to bump our numbers up because I want to make this kind of a legit playthrough. So then we can buy all the squares, but we're getting closer and closer every single day. But I hope everyone's day has been going good, because mine has. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing some sort of City Skylines pretty late. We might have a bonus video. I'm not sure. As well as, we're going to be doing a Minecraft vote up in the next coming future. Or in the upcoming future, actually. In the upcoming future, we're going to be doing some sort of Minecraft vote. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. But I feel like instead of having me supervise, like I've been very open-eyed to Zach Daily Games, so we need 85,000 people in here so we can buy all the squares. But we need to have some sort of vote. So what I think on the Minecraft was subs, we need to have people running each sort of district. So we're going to have some sort of vote thing. Don't ask me now what it's going to consist of, because I still don't know what it's going to consist of. But each person is going to choose which district they want to run for. And then I'll choose which district. I'm going to make it so you guys can like pick 3.
Bruh.
I'll explain a little bit more later. But everyone's going to have their own district that they run, and people will ask them. For example, Brady gets the downtown area if he wants the downtown area. You would have to ask Brady to build in the downtown, not me. I want to take a step away from doing that. By the way, this is going to be more of like a European sort of style government. So even if I give you permission to be in charge of the downtown area, just like in Europe and most countries, the government gives you those rights. But at any moment, the government can take those rights away from you. So we're probably going to run it something like that. We're probably going to run it like Germany, Great Britain, and a bunch of other European nations, France and all them sort of guys. We're going to be running it like that. We're not doing no of this U.S. where you get to keep your office for 4 years. No, no, no. Any moment that I say you're doing your job wrong, I'm taking it away from you. But I'll explain that a little bit more probably tomorrow night when I have more of a thought. Oof, power how long? Thanks, Claude. Yep. Rip the sheep residents. All right, see you, Trico. Dab. Oof, rename. Yeah, I already did. When are we going to make this center city? We need to get 85,000 people first, Cripsa. 3 things happened. My friend, oof. My friend got oof. Oof. It's iced tea. What's up, Alex? LOL. Oof. Oof. I want the downtown area. We don't have the ooh sound effect yet. Monarchy. No. Um, I'll explain it a little bit more later, Dr. Brown, but it's a little bit weird. I'll explain it a little bit more later, but it's not monarchy, no. Are you sure about the European style? You'll have to cut down your on your avenues. Oh no, I was talking about with Minecraft with subs. It's gonna be more of a, for example, let's just say in City Skylines. We're not doing this in City Skylines, but for example, we say Zach Daily Games runs the commercial, AJ runs the industry, and Dr. Brown runs the housing. Like, say they win in their election, because we're going to do a vote for it. A Republic vote, so everyone gets a vote. And then whoever wins can run the areas. So, for example, if Zach wins the commercial area over Brady, if you want to build in the commercial area, you got to ask Zach. If you want to build in the industry area, you got to ask AJ. If you want to build here, you got to ask Dr. Brown. Obviously, we're not doing this for this. We're doing it for Minecraft with subs. And by the way, I'll explain it. I'll explain it so much more later. More with the Minecraft area, but I really want you guys to list out the 3 locations that you want to take control of. Obviously, you don't have to take control of an area at all, but there's so many areas right now that it's unbelievable for me to control. And Zach kind of explained that the other day to me, and I was like, to be honest though. But we'll explain it a lot more later. Did you guys see that YouTube abbreviated? Yeah, I just seen that. It does it for 1,000+ subscribers. I expect you to have resident areas blocked and avenues, and oh god, yeah, we're not going that bad. It was just saying that Alex, I was just kind of saying that due to the fact that even though I'm gonna give people political office to run the areas in Minecraft with subs, I'm gonna still be overcharge of everything. I'm still gonna be overcharge of everything. I just will have, like, for example, if Brady wins the election over Good Gaming, like, Brady would run the downtown for me. Because, like, at this point, it is getting way too ridiculous every 2 seconds of me giving people permits to do stuff. And then, with that being said, I can more focus on designing, like, this is going to be the downtown area. This is going to be the industry area. And I can figure out more about that, and I can start going around. Also, I made this entire area here policies messed up. So, let's get rid of that. But I'll explain that more later. I got here. Can you explain what? Yeah, I'm talking about it later. We're not talking about City Skylines. We're talking about Minecraft with subs, guys. I'll explain a little bit more tomorrow. I'll explain about it a little bit more tomorrow, and I'll explain about it a little bit more today. Let me actually get started building some stuff. If you guys just stay around, I'll explain maybe a little bit more today, because I still gotta have to think about it. But first off, we do need to buy another plot for some housing. So we're gonna go over here, just yeet this in our pathway. Once we get up to 85,000 people, we can buy all the plots in the area. So we still gotta wait a little bit more. But we have a big demand for industry. We have a big demand for commercials, so we got to start zoning some of that stuff all over the place. Okay, so while I'm zoning this, I'll try to explain it a little bit more. But, for example, for people that are just tuning in, let's say we're going to be doing some sort of election things. So, let's say Brady and Good Gaming want to be in charge of the downtown area in Minecraft with subs, and I let them vote in that election. So I'm going to do some sort of vote system. I'll explain that way more because I got to still think about it. But the elections aren't going to be happening for a while. But let's say Brady and Good Gaming are the final 2 candidates for the downtown area. Which, by the way, Brady, if you don't run for the downtown area, I'm going to be kind of sad. Because I think you're probably the best person that has built something downtown. Sorry at everyone else. But let's say, yeah, so let's say Brady and Good Gaming are going against each other. Brady wins by 2 votes, right? Brady wins by 2 votes over Good Gaming. That means Brady would run the whole downtown area for me. So instead of asking me where to build the buildings, how tall to build the buildings, and all that sort of thing, Brady would be in charge of that. Brady would be in charge of the downtown area. Note, I would still be in charge of the whole city, and if I don't like it, I could still delete it. But Brady would be the main person to run it, other than me. Because at this point in Minecraft with subs, I want to start focusing on switching through districts each week and doing different things. And I don't want to be bogged down by people asking me, can I get a permit? Can I get a permit? Can I get a permit? And then watching them build really bad things. So that would be more on the person in charge of that area to take care of. Hey, you know, Good Gaming's building something nice. We'll let him keep building downtown. Good, and Jeffrey's building something really nasty. Then Brady would say, hey, Jeffrey, please switch this up. This is looking nasty. And if Jeffrey says no, then I'll come over there. But obviously we wouldn't have any of these problems because I know a lot of you guys built some really good things. I'll explain it more later in like a video or tomorrow we're playing Bedrock with subs at nighttime. But I'll explain that a little bit more. I don't know if that makes any sense, but please make it so you only have to bypass district laws, including admin. Claude, no, it won't be that bad. Also, Claude makes blocks with avenues. Oh, God. Sorry. Sorry, Alex. Alex is the best person for City Skylines for roads. I kind of don't want to be want to fun downtown. No, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that is just an example. That's not saying everyone will get to choose. So, for example, Good Gaming, you could put 3 things. So, like, you want to be downtown is your #1 vote, and then industry, and then hippie land. Okay, let's just say it like that. And then Brady wants to do downtown, hippie land, and housing. And then I'll go for your #1 places first, and I'll say Brady and Good Game are going to be running for downtown. AJ's second vote is to run for Hippie Land, and Hippie Land and Hippie Land and Jeffrey can run for that, and that sort of thing. So then you guys can focus on that area. Obviously, if there's some communities already built up in Bedrock with subs that have already been made by other people, so I'll probably just have them continue to run their own area. But I'm not going to be running the entire server like I have been. No, PvP is still the vice president. If people have been asking, PvP is the one. PvP is the main one that will be running all the commands and all that sort of thing. Jeffrey and Lucas, I think, just got promoted to admin too. They'll be running that sort of thing too. But PvP is the main sort of person that'll be taking care of any sort of problems. So you got to listen to PvP because I probably won't call most people out. After 2 months, we'll have elections again for the regions. Yes, we'll switch it up. We'll switch it up. And don't forget, we're kind of running this like the European government. Like, for example, France and Germany, even though people have the freedom and the right to say whatever they want, any moment the government in those countries can say, you know what? No, I don't think you should say that anymore. And they could take their rights away. Not like in America. So, we're not running it like an American government. We're running it more like systems. Yeah, Brady, I'll explain it a little bit more. But we'll have it reruns and that sort of thing. There's no limit. If I like it how you're running it through a dictatorship, then anything else still. Don't get me wrong. You might have the office, but say, Brady, you let PvP build something really nasty in the Bedrock with subs area, which I don't think PvP would. Say that happens, any second I'd be like, you know what, Brady's not in charge anymore. So you got to make sure everything looks nice, because I want everything to look nice. And by the way, Brady, I don't remember what happened, but I think Brady's place got burned down or his dad deleted his world. I can't remember. I remember watching that video like 3 times already. I want to be the ruler of Hippie Land. Whoever's running Hippie Land right now is probably going to keep running it, to be honest with you. The speakers for factories are going to be awesome. All right, sounds good, PvP. I'll take the communist idea for 500. Oh, God. Yeah, but we'll explain that. We'll explain that a little bit more when that comes down the line. We'll explain that a little bit more coming down the line. Obviously, when we're playing Bedrock with subs, but we'll have some sort of elections. Not this Sunday, maybe next Sunday, maybe 2 Sundays after that, and we'll have elections. I'll have it all run through the Discord, and I'll have it all through there. And then we'll have primary elections. We'll have the general election, and then we'll see who gets what. Yeah, we were kind of talking about something like that, PvP. Well, I'll explain it a little bit more later. I just don't want to say it all now because I'm not sure what I have set in stone. But we'll have a whole dedicated sort of thing for it. But I definitely want to have some sort of things where you guys run the city because, quite honestly, with you, I don't want to have all that responsibilities of going by everyone's place and making sure it looks nice. So whoever wins, it's still gonna matter on if your buildings look nice. If your buildings look like straight trash, don't expect to win anything. I'm sorry, this is still gonna be some sort of a dictatorship. But we'll still have people. you gotta still abide by the rules and all that sort of thing. I'll explain it more later. Also, let's turn on road anarchy. I want to start designing some of this sort of downtown area here. To make this look a little bit nicer. So yeah. And yes, Alex, I am making this more... This is more of a Chicago-style, sort of American-style city. Yeah, so the traffic is probably going to be bad. I have attempted to fix the traffic, and most of the traffic is working fine. Let's see what it's looking like right now. There's a couple congestion points, especially down here. But for the majority of it, we fixed all the congestion down here. There's still some problems here, but we'll figure that out when we get there. But my plan is to have a big sort of housing area here, like the city area here, and then the downtown area all along this coast, and maybe even up and down a couple of these. But I want this to be more of the city area. All this is going to be housing and that sort of thing. We'll have another sort of metro station here. And then down here, eventually, we might have a big sort of city here and a little downtown over here. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I was thinking of currency system. Maybe PvP. We're not trying to get all in that depth. We're playing in creative mode. Also, I made the hippie zone. Yeah, no, I wasn't planning on... I was planning... Whoever made the hippie zone and that sort of thing, I'm not planning on giving those away. Whoever's been running the hippie zone in some of those other places, they're already looking quite nice, so I'm not going to change up power there. So some places won't get changed, but the places that I have created are going to be at least given up to some power. It might be one person, it might be multiple people, it might be something. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out later. Don't get too upset. But if you have already made a place that looks pretty decent, I am about 100% sure not going to change it. But you are also playing on my world, so you are also consenting that I can change it. So, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to change Hippie Land. So, about 100% sure. About 100% sure. Okay. So I'm digging this sort of design of these roads going through here. I want to kind of match the entire sort of area. We definitely need housing, and I kind of want to be like Zach Daily Games Worlds, where he has this beautiful sort of what's it called? This sort of school system, which I didn't even think about. I do have the school DLCs. I have every DLC in City Skylines, no. I do have that. But I don't know what I personally want to do. So I think I might zone in here a college area right around here by the mountain, because that would look really cool. Maybe we call it like the Rocky Mountain School or something like that. Something like that. I need a big area over there. Maybe we might do it by the seafront down here. We might do it downtown too. But I definitely want to have some sort of really sort of cool city area. Flex Tape University? To be honest, though. Maybe. Alright, so how did I do this? So I had a road that went through like this. And then I had a full road that went through, and then I had another one. Okay, so here we're not going to do that like all the way through like this. Maybe that is a perfect size. Maybe it is a perfect size. So we'll go like this, I guess. We'll do the same sort of thing here. And then we'll run down a road like so. That connects through here. And then that'll go up to here and connect into that road later. And we'll obviously readjust these roads too. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys, okay? I generally know what I'm doing. This is definitely going to be some sort of congestion hot zone. That's a fact. That is a fact. But it's gonna look cool. That's all that matters, right? That's probably not a good design for a city builder. But we'll build it like this. And then we'll have one more that'll connect up through here to here. Like so. And then down the middle, we'll have roads that go like this and connect through so people can get to their houses in the middle. And then through these big sort of streets, we'll have buildings, which that's not actually looking too great, TBH right now. TBH right now. Space occupied already. Like money. That's what the beautiful road anarchy is. Beautiful road anarchy is for. Or the move it mod, but road anarchy is pretty good. I'm not going to sit here all day trying to refix the road, TBH. What's up, Alex? Yeah, we'll figure it out more later, Cripsa. But we'll do something like that. We need a shrunken highway at the downtown area. That place would be your building. I'm trying to figure out a way to get Java because my parents don't want to buy it for me. Wait for your birthday or wait for Christmas. Wait for Thanksgiving. I don't know, whatever holiday you celebrate, wait for that. You can wait, Jeffrey. You can wait a little bit till you get Minecraft Java. I know it's not the most exciting thing to hear in the world, but if you can wait a little bit, that would be always the best. The best bet. Then your parents won't get too triggered at you. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing Bedrock with subs. We're going to be playing it more. We're just going to be playing it how we usually do. Nothing new, no voting, nothing like that. But when we do something, and then, there might be a video out tomorrow. Probably not. Probably not, TBH. But when we do have a video coming out, it probably will be a survival how to, build a nice house out of 3 sets of 64 blocks. Because I want to do something like that. I have to wait to Christmas too. My birthday already passed. Oof. Alright, sounds good, Alex. Have a great day, man. Okay. Also here, we might want to have down a big sort of road here, now that I think about it. We might want to have another road, because, like, right here, there's, like, no sort of... There's no sort of, get through, except for, like, these small streets, which could be definitely a detrimental problem later. With some... I'm making a diss track on somebody I hate. Oof, big fella. Okay, and then we're gonna make ourselves some grids here. Obviously, we don't want the whole place to be, you know, grids, but I'm trying to pack in a lot of stuff just like downtown Chicago. Downtown Chicago has a lot of grids, so that's my sort of plan to do in the city. So if you guys don't like that, I'm sorry, but it's not gonna be changing anytime soon. We will have, you know, stuff that's not grids. Don't get me wrong. Like down here is probably gonna be a little bit different. So, but... Oof, I didn't mean to do that. Control Z. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Holy dudes, Atlanta is gridish. Yeah, Chicago is just straight grid. There's nothing other than grid in Chicago. it's just grid. But we'll try to make it a little bit different. Suburban areas aren't grid. Yeah, just say like, well. In Chicago, it's a majority of it is grids. There is those private housing areas where they're not. But there is a majority of it is. But we're going to try to make it not exactly that. Like, obviously, the whole way through. Like, we have some of these roads go like this, a little bit curved. And then we'll have some sort of design down here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. May I start a Fred fleet? Grid and more grid. The outer downtown, aka west of 285, borderish grid. Downtown grids. Yeah. The reason why there's a bunch of grids downtown, especially in any city, is they have a bunch of grids downtown so they can maximize they can maximize the most amount of room. Because downtown isn't that much room, obviously. There's a lot of big buildings and stuff like that. But there's not that much room. So that's why they got to maximize their area. And that's why they have grids. That's the reason why most of these downtown places have grids. To try to maximize area. Oh, and also, by the way, guys, if you guys don't want to build, you guys don't have to build in the city area. No, you don't. You do not need to build in the city area. If you guys want to go build anything you want, like for example, Zach Daily Games, he's kind of doing his own thing off in the middle of nowhere with Jeffrey. If you guys want to do something like that, that's fine too. I am not saying no to that. You guys could definitely do that. You guys could definitely do that. If you're gonna try to build anything in the city area or the designated zone area that I have right now, you best be abiding by guidelines. You best be guided by guidelines. I could tell you that. But if you guys want to build in the middle of nowhere, like there's some houses that are plopped up and stuff that I didn't even know existed. If you want to do stuff like that, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. But if you're going to build in the city area and you're going to build some sort of big airport or you're going to build some sort of big train line, you're best going to be running it through me before you do any sort of major projects like that. Because I do not want something ugly, especially if you're doing like a big airport or a big train line. By the way, Marcel, your train line's looking very beautiful. But yeah, I'll approve like government construction and that sort of thing. Don't worry, guys. I was thinking about singing Country Roads, but I didn't. Right now, the city hall is fine. That's all we need. All right, so this area is it is what it is. It's nothing fancy here. So we're gonna start zoning in some sort of housing here, in these areas here, because we obviously need some housing. We're gonna get a bunch of housing zoned over here. Like this entire area is probably just going to be housing itself. We'll have some parks in here, down here, and that sort of thing. But this entire area here, I want to be strictly housing. Strictly housing. Which there is offices here. I don't know. Music teacher was born in West Virginia. Claude, may I build a boat on... Claude, may I build a boat on land and put a restaurant in it? Depends where you're building it, Jeffrey. If you're building it in a city area, hell no. Who wants to join Claude's crafty new series I made? See if I moved in, Claude. I'm more of a Department of Construction leader. You'll eventually move in, AJ. I might do a Neo design for the police headquarters. Yeah, I'll let you guys know before you start designing new buildings. You still got to run them through me. All right, what are we having problems here with? Workers, not enough workers. How is our schooling doing? We have a lot of people that have been educated, so maybe people don't even want to work in that area. Maybe they want to all work in offices. That might be the problem. Let's zone a bunch of offices. They might not even want to work in those shooty factories. We'll put some offices down on this expressway here, because I feel like this would be more of a place that people would come along with offices. And how far do my water pipes go? They go up to there. Come out. Neo design, futuristic design base. Metallic of 2033 buildings. I don't even know what that means. Okay, but yeah, we do need to definitely get... So once we get... We have already a university built. But when we get ourselves, you know, we have the campus DLC. We're going to build a big university area over here, maybe up here. But for now, we're going to have this the one university taking care of everything. How many times do you... I already renamed your road, mate. Sheep Lane. Somebody eventually will move in there, though. Don't worry. But we do need to get some more regular education over here. So we need to pop down some more... we need to pop down some more schools. So let's do a grammar school and a grammar school. And then we're going to do a high school next to them. Get a couple high schools in, and then maybe we'll even build a high school down here and here. Obviously, there's no sort of power here, so we're going to need to put in some sort of parks. Let's see. Or we can build another grammar school, too. We build another grammar school here and just yeet one here on that building. But we're gonna need some sort of parks here, so we can get. We gotta get this desire for this thing. Is there parks that are big enough to fit through here? No, but we can build some walking pathways through it. So we build a park here, and we turn road anarchy on, or prop. Is it prop anarchy to let me build another park? No. All right, so it's road anarchy that needs to let me build another park. So let's go like this. And let's turn on road anarchy. Let's go over here. And let's put this here. And now these parks are technically connected. I don't think they can actually go through each other. That's fine, though. We don't need them to go through each other yet. We can get in ourselves some walking pathways. So we can go like this. Grab some walking pathways. And then we can connect this to there. And then we can connect... why is this trying to connect to everything? I don't want to snap to everything, mate. And then we can connect this one to there. And we should probably start dezoning some of this area because I definitely do not want houses built along this path here or this area here because that's going to look really weird and stupid. So I'm going to dezone that right now. Here we'll have some sort of commercial and some sort of offices buildings there or something. I'm not sure yet. But I definitely want to have it generally in the same sort of area. Concord Square Education District. Do you think the U.S. will buy Greenland? Probably not. They already turned down Trump's offer to buy it. Which, by the way, in Greenland, I don't think there's that many people living there. TBH. How many people live in Greenland? 56,000 people. 56,000 people. In this current town that I live in, there is roughly like 30 to 40,000 people in the small town that I live in. 30 to 40,000 people in the small town that I live in. So that is way, that is over 60% of Greenland's population. But I obviously, you know, you don't want to give up your country for, you know, another country. Even though they get a lot of benefits from it, but I don't think that anybody would want to do that. Ooh, that zone's name. Everyone lives in Nook. Yeah. To be honest, though. Oh, Concord Square. Do you want me to change that? But yeah, I don't think they would give it up because they got a bunch of oil under Greenland. Even though Greenland has more ice on it than Iceland, but they didn't know Greenland existed. And so that's why they named Iceland, and then they named the other one Greenland because they visited Greenland when it was in the summertime, so there was no ice on it. And I visited Greenland or Iceland when there was in the middle of winter, so there was a bunch of ice on it. So that's how those countries got their names. But I don't think they would ever give up their country to that. I don't think any time in the entire world a country will give up their land anytime for anything. Even though they get a lot of benefits by joining the U.S. Because if they join, they would be be a territory just like how Puerto Rico is, or they would be an instant state, depending on how the government wants to do that. That's not decided by the president. That's decided by the House of Representatives, and that sort of thing. But if Greenland was somehow bought, then I would assume if Greenland is ever bought, I'm assuming at that point Puerto Rico and Greenland would instantly become states, and then we would have 52 states in the Union instead of 50. All right, and we're having a bunch of problems. I need to get that mod that Zach has. Zach has a lot of good mods. But one of his mods lets you see what jobs or people are actually looking for. Like, that would be good to know if these people want office buildings or if these people want industry area. I'm pretty sure they don't want industry area because there's a lot of people in the industry area complaining about there is no workers that want to work there. And if there was people, there's like, see, the problem is with City Skylines, even though you build your sort of schools over here, these people over here still get the education, which is so weird to me. Because, like, there's one school by Dr. Brown's hospital, two in Mount Flextape, but these people are getting education here, even though the green lines don't even come over here, which that makes absolutely no sense. I still don't understand that. Like, because it's so hard to make a poor district because no matter what is going to be educated. So, unless there's some sort of mod to, prevent that, I don't know. All right, we have a big demand for commercial area, and there's a lot of commercial areas saying not enough educated workers, which people should be going through their rounds of school. We have a big hacked university, so it reaches the entire area like how a university should do. But we should have this. We are in the farms. Ooh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. We can zone some farm areas. I didn't even think about that, mate. I haven't even thought about that. Maybe let's see what the land is. Let's see what the land value is. Well, let's see what the land value is. For example, we have farming. Like, it's so hard to tell which one is which. I know there's a way to see which is which, but I can never remember. Natural resources? Okay. Natural resources. So there's a bunch of ore down here, bunch of forests, fertile land. There's not that much fertile land. There's a bunch of oil. There's a bunch of oil claimed by the USA already. There's a bunch of trees up here too, but I don't want to do anything with tree areas, to be honest with you. We need farming for Fred. Yeah, we might want to. We have a lot of land over here for farming, so maybe we can zone this area over here for farms. And I do have a couple mods in here, so I can go like this, and I can rezone these areas to being fertile land. Like, if you look here, I can make this a little bit fertile land. Obviously, that's kind of cheating, so I'm not going to do that. But this area here is a bunch of fertile land, so maybe we should start getting some farms set up. But we still have some big demand for offices and a commercial still. Which is not strange to me, but also strange to me. So let's zone some, we gotta make sure that prop anarchy is always up. But we'll zone just a whole bunch of commercial area up here so people can get their office demands out of the way. We'll delete that road now, too, so I don't want to have a stoplight there if I don't have to. Rip Rufus's farm. Farm Coast. Yeah, not a bad idea. It's not cheating if it's there already. That's true. Yeah, no, I was just, like, for example, I have this mod here, which I think it's in base game. I could be wrong. But, like, this is all fertile land just due to the color of this. This area here is oil, and ore is this sort of darker color. But, like, for example here, like, there's a bunch of, like, patches that aren't filled in, which is kind of OCD. So I kind of just go like this. I'm not sure if it's even working, because I feel like I don't have the mod on, because it would be filling this in. But we're not going to fill in more area. But we're going to leave this as farming area, so maybe we should start working on that. Just make it bigger? Yeah, to be honest, though. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. Uh, how do farms work again? I haven't done. Well, we did the oil industry. Okay, so we got to go like this. Then we got to go like this, and then we need to design an area for industry. And then we need to go like this, and then we're just going to dedicate this entire area over here to farmland. For now. And then we're going to make this a little bit nicer. Go like this. Evergreen Industrial Valley. Even though this isn't a valley, but... Oh well, but we'll have a farm over here. Which is enough fresh water, and most of our poop water is slowly getting disappeared. Even though it's kind of nasty. And by the way, Zach Daily Games has Area 51. Do we get Area 69 or no? Question, guys. Do we get Area 69 or no? Flex Tape Farms Incorporated. No, name it Farm of Rufus. Yay, Fred Zones. We will name it Flex Farm Incorporated. I don't know what you're trying to say, Fruit, but thanks for coming out to stream. Yes. And you should repurpose the poop as drinking water. No. I should not do that. And no, make Area 53 and Area 52 and Area 69 are taken. What do you mean they're taken? Alright. So we need to do a couple things because we're going to be doing an industry area over here. So we need to tear out some of these roads here. We have $5 million, so not too concerned about losing a little bit of money there. We're going to do ourselves the basic 4-leaf clover because I like it. I'm not saying that's the best one, just because I like it. That's the only reason why we're putting it down. So we're going to put that down here. We'll leave those other connections there, even though probably no one will use them, because obviously they won't be going anywhere. But we'll connect these up here with straight roads, which I should probably turn all of these back on. And we'll go straight from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here. And then we're going to click our movement mod, which I still don't know why it's still there, even though the movement pod's usually down here. It's kind of triggering me. It's been doing that for months now. But it's at this point of where I don't care. So we're going to click on each of these nodes. We're going to click on each of these roads with shift click. And then we're going to bend these bad boys up like so. We're going to click on this node, pull this up a little bit here. And then here we're going to grab, shift click these nodes like this. Click these roads. And then we're going to pull this out. Click on this, Control Z. We're going to click on this node, shift click this. We're going to bend this out a little bit here. Click on this, shift click there. Pull this out like this. Click this here and click this here. And by the way, AJ, I don't know if you saw my comment, but GUP or whatever it's called is GIMP. It's just it's I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's like its official name is, but it's a Photoshop but free. Which GIMP, by the way, it's exactly like Photoshop, but it's free. And everyone likes to roast you for using it. But to be quite honest with you, I have not really seen too much of a difference between Photoshop and GIMP. There's like really no reason, and GIMP's free. GIMP is a little bit more basic, but you can still pretty much do exactly everything you want. And on stream and Reddit, yeets. PS Expressway free for me. Photoshop is way better. Yeah, to be honest with you, there's not really any big difference. They both work. The only good thing about Photoshop is I can actually combine that with Premiere and After Effects, which I don't really use. I have it. But you could put all of those three softwares together and do a bunch of cool stuff. But usually Photoshop's just for pictures anyways. But obviously we're not at that level yet. I hate using Photoshop CC and I use Photoshop CC and Photoshop Express. Yeah, but I have Premiere Pro CC, which is beautiful, by the way. Oh, and Lightroom. I completely forgot about Lightroom. I don't have Lightroom. But to be quite honest with you guys, if you guys are using Lightroom, your picture is not properly lit. You guys have to have 3-point lighting if you're taking a picture or a video, because if you start using Lightroom and stuff like that, you're just gonna make your picture or your video look really bad. For example, you don't need to use 3-point lighting, but you need to have at least have 2 lights. You need to have a backlight and you need to have a key light and a reflector, or you need to have 3 lights. So how that works is a key light is the light in front of your subject or your video or your action. You have a backlight to fill in the shadows and give yourself a little bit of a glare. A lot of the 1940s through the 70s, or the golden age of cinematography, used a lot of 3-point lighting. That's how people get those glowing halo effects behind their head. It's not from post, it's from like actual live production, because they had their backlight way too bright. But they did that on purpose. And then Stanley Kubrick kind of popularized the lights in the shot. For example, if you guys are watching a movie and you see a lamp shade in the middle of the screen, or you see Christmas lights, or you see a candle in the middle of in the shot, that was pretty much popularized by Stanley Kubrick, and then a lot of directors started doing that, because then you don't actually need to hide the light. There was obviously lights before that, but Stanley Kubrick sort of popularized that sort of process of having the lights in the shot. Obviously, you want it to be realistic light. You don't want to have a big studio light. You don't want to have a big studio light just hanging out in the middle of your set. But if you have like candles or lamps in the middle of your place, that would be a really sort of cool addition to your filming style. But yeah, you don't really want to. You really don't want to use like Lightroom or color correct in post-production, because that's just a big waste of time. Yeah, I like video production. Would say oof what you are. Yeah, if you guys are ever taking a picture, if you guys want to see me explain in a video on how to, if you guys want to see me in a video explain how to properly, light stuff up and stuff like that, maybe one day I can make a video on that. And then I could just then you could flex on all your friends, because there's a lot of pictures people take these days. Even though a lot of people are very in touch with technology now, a lot of people just shoot really bad video and really bad pictures, and it really grinds my gears, TBH. It really grinds my gears. Because, they have all the access to all this good technology, and then they just make everything look so garbage. But maybe one day I can make a tutorial video here on this channel. Even though this is a gaming channel, I can show you guys how to make stuff look nice. Like, for example, most of my thumbnails use those sort of techniques of proper lighting and that sort of thing. Not all of them. I use 5 apps to edit and make thumbnails. Yeah, that's the problem with on mobile. You got to use a lot of different programs to do stuff. That's the big problem. Okay, people are complaining about what? Parks? Park areas? Yeah, there's not a lot of parks over here. All right, so let's put down some Chinese parks. No, these are Japanese hang gardens. You know what? Let's put down, especially that we're in the city, let's put some dog parks down here, just so people can bring their doggos to the park. I don't personally have a dog, but I would rather have a dog go to a dog park than walking on the street, to be honest with you. We could put car parks down too, but I don't feel like we would technically have them down here. Not in this area, at least. And we'll throw some parks here, just to get this area sort of all happy and people upgrading and that sort of things. Parks in suburbs? Ooh, not a bad idea. Are you saying my pictures look bad? No. Well, I haven't seen a lot of your pictures, but I could definitely show you how to improve your pictures. Obviously, there's a style. There's always a style to what you're doing, but maybe one day I'll make a tutorial on how to properly shoot videos for all of you guys. And it'll make your stuff look 20 times better. And by the way, just with these simple tips, Like, people would be like, damn, especially lady friends. Especially lady friends would be like, damn, Dr. Brown's taking these nice pictures. Let me have him take a picture of me. And then be like, Dr. Brown would be like, okay. And then Dr. Brown has like 6 girlfriends at a time. By the way, you shouldn't have 6 girlfriends at a time, Dr. Brown. But but that's how it could work. You like, Dr. Brown takes very good pictures. And then you can make yourself a living off of that. Obviously, Dr. Brown wants to be a doctor, but that's just sort of the theory behind it. But maybe one day I'll make a video on that, because I always wanted to do something like that, because that'll save you guys at least a bunch of money for going into video school, because there are a lot of people that go to video school that shoot absolute garbage. By the way, not trying to be toxic to the people that I go to school with, but to be quite honest with you guys, I know a lot. We're at a community college, so a lot of people don't know what they're doing, and a lot of people are taking it as an elective class, but a lot of people just shoot straight garbage. And it's like, bro, like my teacher taught you the exact tips on what to do. Not tips, like exactly how to do it. But obviously you can apply that for video games and that sort of thing. Claude and his subflex. I have one girlfriend, my girlfriend. Pimp Dr. Brown. Hello, Dr. Brown, my man. I use Easy Cut, and then I noticed it had 144 to 480 quality videos, and then I exported it and I stopped using that. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, there's a lot of people can focus on stuff. For example, here, let's go around our city and let's show you a quick thing. If you guys are taking a picture from your, if you guys are taking a picture, we'll do a little bit of a quick tutorial here. We're gonna use this truck as an example here. It's gonna be kind of hard to signal like do it. But this, if we were taking a picture of this truck, let's see what's going on here. So if you were taking a picture of this truck, this would be probably a nice sort of video, a nice sort of picture here. Obviously, I like to shoot up. I like to shoot up angles. Some people like to, some people like to shoot downward angles, and some people like to shoot head on. But if you guys are trying to do something different, you might want to do something else. But for example, here, if we look up, we got the sun in the sky here. This would be our key light, considering this is our only light form here. So the sun's coming straight down and hitting this truck directly. If we go on the side of this truck here, it's nice and nasty because there's no light lighting it up. So obviously you want to take a picture of the truck from this side. But if you wanted to take a picture of the back of the truck, just go on the other side of the road and take a picture of another truck. Like here, it's lit up beautifully. On this side, it's lit up very nastily. So right here, we're getting up in there. We have enough headroom. So, for example, I see a lot of pictures that people take pictures of. A lot of people take pictures of trucks like this. People take pictures of trucks like this. You see how that looks weird? Like, so like right here, if you're taking a picture of a truck like this, it's kind of cool, right? But you have too much dead space of the sky above you. And if you take a picture like this, you have too much road in front of you. A lot of people like to take pictures really far away, too. If you're taking a picture of you and your girlfriend or something like that, you want to be really close. The closer your camera is to the subject, the better the picture is. So if you're taking a picture away from here, it's going to look bad. And if you zoom in from this angle, it's going to look really bad. But you want to try to get up in there. Obviously, you shouldn't be going on an expressway like this and taking a picture like this. But if this would be the most ideal shot here, there's not enough headroom. There's just enough headroom on the top of the truck. There's just a little bit of room on the bottom. You can kind of see the trucks in the background. You can also turn the camera like this so you can see the stuff in the background. Looking nice. You don't want to do this because you see nothing in front over there. You can see the power lines. Wouldn't be a bad shot if there's something cool in the background. But if there's nothing cool in the background, you might want to just go all in. That's just a quick tip. So apply that to your photos or videos. Videos are quite difficult to do. I shoot the sun at 1080 60p in all my videos. My friend makes bad thumbnails. Oof. You're on a computer. Are there official names for those terms? Yeah. So, for example, Jeffrey, the official names for it is. So for example. So you want your key light. So if you were doing a video here or a proper photo shoot, so you got your key light here. There's only one light in the source, so it's not the best sort of thing. So you got your key light here. You would want a backlight roughly right about here. And you want a side light here. That would be the best, and then you can get that glowing effect on the side of the truck that'd be popping off the side. Obviously, you can't do it in this case, considering it's a moving truck on a road. But you don't always need those lights. You got your headroom above you. You got your lead room in front of you. So like in this case, there's not a lot of lead room, but it still works. But if you go here, it still works. There's enough lead. There's a bunch of lead rooms showing that the truck's going in this direction. Here, it's kind of limiting the truck. It really depends on what you're doing, but I'll do like a whole sort of video on that later. Wow, that truck had even one axle lifted off. 100% realism. I know their official names. I was pointing that out. I made a bunk bed. Oh, nice. Okay. So let's get ourselves the industry area set up. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, Zach Daily Games actually worked in the Hollywood business for quite a long time. So if you guys want to know the actual proper terms right away, I would probably recommend you guys going over to there and asking him. But I don't have any plans of making videos right now on that sort of topic, but I eventually will. I eventually will. Also, this is going to be more of a farming area here. So I'm going to kind of do it a little bit cheaper here with some sort of cheaper roads. Because obviously we don't need anything sort of big here. But it would be nice to have some sort of things going on. In Discord, I'm going to show a photo. I added it real quick. So I need to get closer to the sun, right? Oh, no, AJ. For example, if you were taking a picture from your truck, a picture of it, videos are its own thing in itself. But if you were taking a video of the sun, shooting directly at a sun is pretty much a no-go. Because if you're using a DSLR or a phone camera wouldn't be that bad. But if you're shooting directly at the sun, you're definitely going to start hurting your camera's thing, because your iris is going to need to be really tiny to not blow out your camera sensors. But if you were shooting the sun, it's really sort of hard to shoot the sun. But for example, if you were shooting the sun and you're behind a building or something like this, and you just laid on the ground, if you laid on the ground, this would be sort of a nice, beautiful shot here of the sun. Because I know you do a lot of astronomy, AJ, let's just say that. But if you laid on the ground and you took your camera like this and you slowly tilted it up like this, that would be sort of a cool shot for your sun. Obviously, it needs to be a clear day, but that would be sort of a cool shot. You would just have to lay on the ground. I do a lot of laying on the ground. But, yeah, if you're shooting a direct light source, it's definitely its own sort of thing here. Totally didn't have to burn down the original one. How did you put the name of the valley there? Oh, I didn't. This automatically randomly generated, Alex, when I designed or zoned this industry area here. That looks like Minecraft grass. Yeah, I need to get some sort of texture mod for City Skylines. I haven't had one in quite a long time. Maybe one day we'll put a texture pack in here or whatever you want to call it, or a mod. But it really depends on what you're shooting. It would just make it look really nice. Just because you have a really good shot doesn't mean people are going to watch it. No. A lot of people are very subject to, especially nowadays, a lot of people are very compulsive. Very compulsive people. So, even if you guys have really good shots, some people just don't even care. Which really sucks, but it is what it is. Because, like, for example, at our school, I'll work really long on a project and it'll look really nice. And all my supervisors that went to university and stuff for that, like, say it's really, really good, and then like 10 people will watch it, which really sucks. But that's the part of business. If you're working, a lot of people don't like the stuff that the school puts out. Sorry, at school, but you need to post stuff that people like, or you can do it completely artistic and people will like that too. For example, like, everyone has their own sort of styles. Obviously, if you're doing it on YouTube, you don't have the standards. So you could pretty much just put garbage out there and people are going to like it. But there is always sort of a theory into doing stuff. Claudia, you want to see the quick edit? Not right now. Why did you name the stream up? Because to be quite honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing, Alex. Today I slapped 3 kids because I took off my zebra cake. Bruh. Yeah, there you go, Crips. I like
Bruh.
that. I looked at that. I'm looking at that right now. I like that. You got your foreground there. You got your foreground on the right side, which is the grass slash the water, or I mean the sand and the water. You got your midground, which is the bridge. You got the midground, that's your bridge, and then you got the background, which is the city area. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful picture. That would be a good thumbnail. I feel like it's a little bit dark though if you were using that for YouTube. It's definitely a little bit dark. I do like the reds and stuff like that, but I feel like it's a little bit dark for YouTube. If you were doing that as a YouTube thumbnail, YouTube thumbnails need to be bright. YouTube thumbnails need to be bright. But it looks like a really good picture if you weren't doing it for YouTube. I said you suggest to do an off-ramp not too steep. Oh, I can fix that. I mean, start on the next avenue. It looks really nice. Looks nice, but it would be more nice for showing people than putting as. See, on YouTube thumbnails, the problem is a lot of people like to oversaturate everything, which is just a garbage amount of stuff in it on YouTube that is just oversaturated.
Killing me! Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft!
But that isn't that bad. But like, if you were doing a thumbnail, it would need to be in the daytime. Doing night thumbnails are very, very sporadic because people won't see it. I was trying to do an edit where the sunrise. No, I like that. I like that. Don't get me wrong. I like that. But if you're doing a YouTube thumbnail, you probably shouldn't be that dark. I personally love it, but not for like a thumbnail itself. Thumbnail, you should do a sunrise. Thumbnail sunrise, beautiful pictures, sunset. That's why I try to rarely do thumbnails at nighttime. There is some that I do, don't get me wrong. But dirt roads, yeah, I'll do some dirt roads in a second. I may do a video on the top 5 apps. I wasn't doing a thumbnail? Okay, good. I was just curious. Okay. Okay, so we need to get ourselves in an industry area here. We're going to do something a little bit different than we've done in the past. We're going to have industry roads all along this backside over here. And we're going to have roads, dirt roads that'll run from the back here. So I think I kind of done something that's in my old New on Boss series. But I want to do it better here. So we need to have ourselves in the farming district here. So we need to add in the farming district here. And then we need to add in, obviously, our farms and that sort of thing. But we'll let that run for a little bit until people, you know, get some jobs here. And then we need to add some... Ooh, power problems. Alright, so I kind of want to keep this thing specifically sort of off the grid. We'll do some power lines here to keep this going. What's up, Zachary R? Thanks for coming out to stream, man. Appreciate it, dude. And we'll have some stuff here. We might actually want to move this TBH because I want to have some roads here in the back. But we'll have all of our main sort of buildings here, like storage and maintenance buildings here. And then we'll have roads running off the back and on over here, too. But I want to have most of the traffic not along this main road, if I could. You slap 3 kids over a tiny hexagon. What are they saying? YouTubers spend time making quality A catches claw title. To be honest, though, Zachary. Yeah, I was close to court's case. You will probably lose. Oof, don't touch my case. Oof. It's just the freaking hexagon. Best tilted gameplay. Yeah, to be honest with you guys, I didn't know what I was doing today. Also, I feel like my game's crashing right now. Oh no, it's saving. I hope it's saving, unless it just crashed. Oh, man. I don't know when the last time I saved was. Save and crash. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, no, it crashed for real though. I hope it's. I hope it. I hope it didn't. I hope it saved somewhere else. They. Oof. Game is already running. I call BS that the game is already running, considering it crashed. Ugh. All right, let's load back in. When you realize the game that has been training us to storm Area 51 since 2011. Yeah, who remembers Jetpack Joyride? Oh my god, I was a god at that game. I had everything unlocked. Jetpack Joyride? Extreme question mark? I don't know. I hope my pause. Yeah, I don't know how far back we're going. I feel like it saves every 5 minutes. I think I have it on that. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Do we have a crush? A crash? Yes. God, that's the worst thing about City Skylines. It takes like 5 years to load in. While we are here, let me read some sports news because I really don't have anything else to fill in. So I don't really have filler in content. The New York Jets, after getting completely crushed on by the Giants, or I mean the Browns yesterday, their quarterback is hurt, a knee injury or a leg injury, can't remember, is getting replaced by Sam Darnold. Ben Roethlisberger is out for the entire for 6 weeks. No. Ben Roethlisberger is out for the season. In St. Louis, no, St. New Orleans. Drew Brees is out for 6 weeks with a hand injury. Ben Roethlisberger for the Pittsburgh Steelers is out for the season for an arm injury, probably a Tommy John. Notre Dame did win. Notre Dame won 66-14 against New Mexico University. This week Notre Dame will be playing. The University of Notre Dame will be playing Georgia in Georgia. So Notre Dame is probably going to get completely clapped on by Georgia. Georgia always has a great football team. So we'll see that game. Yeah, Georgia's going to definitely dominate over Notre Dame 100%. 100% guaranteed fact. So Dr. Brown's probably going to be a very happy doctor. Notre Dame used to be really good back in the heyday, but Notre Dame isn't good anymore. Even though they made it to the college playoff last year, even though only 4 teams in the entire country can make the college playoff, Notre Dame is good. They're ranked 7 in the country, but Notre Dame just doesn't have the people. They play at an independent league, so the people that they play every year are pretty much garbage. They play a couple good teams, but the majority of the time they just play garbage teams, and that's why they're so good all the time. To be honest, even though I love Notre Dame, they are in an independent league. Why do Minecraft is rated 10+? I don't know. Also, fun fact for people that don't know, the entire NFL is worth more money than most of the sports combined. So the NFL has more money then the NBA, the Major League Baseball, hockey, Russian Hockey League, the entire football league in Europe, and something else that's in Europe too, the Europe Basketball League, all combined. The American Football League makes more money than all of those combined, which is definitely a flex on everyone else's organization. So when you say American football isn't cool, it's definitely very cool because they have a lot of money and they spend a lot of money on it. I said the best player to have is at the minus. Notre Dame will totally win last time. Are you lying? Just got a real dollar. Put a Band-Aid on it. You don't need a shot. You got until 2 years. Are you sure the NFL makes more money than the Champion League, Lamau? Yes, it does. The NFL League, Budweiser or Anheuser-Busch, spends $250 million each year just to advertise just for alcohol. The NFL, let's take a look at that. How much money does the NFL make? The NFL generates roughly $15 billion last season. $15 billion last season. How much money does the Champion League make? The NFL of $15 billion. And the Champion League... Woo! Sorry. The Champion League only makes 82 million euros. And let's see how much 82 million euros translates to US dollars. How much does 82 million euros translate to US dollars? Okay, thanks Siri for not doing the conversion. 82 million euros to US dollars. Yeah, so the Champion League makes 90 million. The Champions League makes 90 million US dollars. And the NFL last season made 15 billion US dollars. 15 billion to 15 million, or 15 billion to 90 million. Big difference here. For a league that yeah, they only play 16 games a year, by the way, most of these teams. They can't make only 92 million because people pay the winner more than 100. I'm just looking at the statistics, Alex, from Google. Each team in the league makes roughly 2.5 million euros, which is about like 4 million US dollars, which is nothing. In the NFL, most of the teams in the NFL will spend for playing costs. They'll spend quite. I think the person that spends the most amount of money on playing cost each year is, strangely enough, the Saints, and the Saints will spend roughly like $20 million on airplane fares each year with the deal that they get from the airplane companies, which is crazy to think about. Which is crazy to think about. But United States has the biggest entertainment biz in the world, so I'm not really surprised about that. Do you take more than 2 years? Oh God. All right, so let's get ourselves some
Bruh.
industry set up over here, or some farming area. Money controls everyone. Yeah. Oh, I saw another statistic too the other day. Another statistic said of the 32 owners on the NFL, 14 of them are on the Forbes top 100. 14 of them are in the Forbes top 100 for richest people in the world. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. A lot of people think that the Premier League and the other leagues got a lot of people watching, but they don't the amount of money people shove into the NFL is unbelievable. That's why NFL seats cost a lot of money. NFL seats, if you want to go sit in the back row of the Chicago Bears, by the way, I hate the Chicago Bears, but if you want to sit in the back row of the Chicago Bears stadium you're gonna have to pay at least $400 for your seat, and then you're gonna need to pay at least $200 for parking. Is that worth it? No, but these players get paid unbelievable amounts of money. Unbelievable amounts of money. More than anybody should. And by the way, it really gets me mad when people get paid a lot of money and then they perform really, really badly, and then people do not care about their team. That's the only problem with the NFL. A lot of people don't care about their team. And if you get a team like the New England Patriots, even though I hate them, I do respect Tom Brady and all them, because he actually cares for his team, and the majority of the New England Patriots care for their team, and that's why they do good every season. That is the main reason why they do good every season. They care. A lot of them are cheaters, don't get me wrong. A lot of them do cheat. A lot of them do cheat, but they do care about their team, and that's the reason why they're always so much better than everyone else. Which sucks, but it is what it is. And we also have ourselves a little bit of an industry area going over here. And it's looking good. We need to get some people working over here, so we might need to build a housing district down over here. That would be kind of cool, to build a housing districts over here, so we can have like another independent thing. I would trade food and stuff. It would be a waste of money. It would be easy. It makes transaction easier. Copy and paste from USA Today. The UE research published on Thursday forecast that 1.2 billion euros prize been shared for the 32 amounts, 26% of estimated combined annually revenue, and 7.8 billion euros. Ooh, nice. Well, what I saw on my statistic is that still far from 80 billion you told about the NFL though. That's what it says on my phone, okay? But the NFL makes more money than the Premier League. That's a fact. That's what they estimate. The number that I said was the estimation, not the actual number. Because obviously the actual number is hidden by the league. By the way, the NFL league is probably one of the most corrupt leagues in the world. Not gonna lie, even though I like the football, but a lot of it is rigged. A lot of it is rigged. TBH. All right, let's get ourselves in some roads here, and this will be like our small housing area over here, so people can come over here. I want to keep this place uneducated, even though a lot of these people are gonna still somehow get education. Somehow, they're gonna get education. Doesn't matter, but we're going to just kind of do some sort of small 4-lane roads here down this coast, and we're going to make these kind of look a little bit nicer. People must be wondering, why did I make a loop-de-loop here? Just because I didn't know what I was going to do. But it looks kind of nice, so we're going to stick with it. So we're going to do ourselves a sort of coastal pathway here. We're going to run this straight here, and then from here we're going to do ourselves some squiggly lines. That'll get run down to here, some oceanfront property, and then we'll do like a circle loopy here. A loop-de-loop, a circle loop-de-loop. And we'll go like this. Then we'll go like this. And then we'll come back or something. I don't know. Someone get rid of the money for me. The Carolina Panthers back seats cost $500. And I only know this because I wanted to go to the home games with the Falcons visiting. Because the Falcons fans, and we are only ones wearing red. Yeah, the NFL is unbelievable about the seating prices. Unbelievable. And by the way, do you guys think, my European boys, do you think the league will eventually have some sort of UK team? Personally, I think there could be a UK team eventually, considering the NFL is kind of pushing to get more people from Europe and Mexico to play in the league, because a lot of people from the United Kingdom and Mexico watch the NFL. I feel like there could be a. I feel like there could be eventually a teams there, which would be pretty cool. The only problem is obviously those teams wouldn't be able to transport home every week. They would have to set up some sort of shop in America. Like for example, they might have to stay at their opponent's camp for. They might have to stay in America for a couple weeks until their next game. So what I would do if I was the league, I would have, if there was a UK team, let's just call it the Queens, I guess. I don't know. Just let's say the Queens, right? If they had a team, that would be really cool. So let's say, for example, the Queens would be in America for 4 weeks, and then they would go back and play in the UK for 4 weeks, and then they would come back and play in America for 4 weeks, and then go back to the UK for like the final 4 weeks. But it would be like, for example, if the first 4 weeks they're in America and they played the Jaguars, the Patriots, the Carolina, and Jacksonville, they would come. What I would do is I would have them set up shop and practice, at each of those, because a lot of these leagues have 2 stadiums. Well, they have their main stadium and then they have their training facility. I would just say, for example, they would be here for 4 weeks. So the first week they're playing Carolina, so they would just play at Carolina's practice fields until game day, and then they would go to the Patriots' place, play at their practice field for a week, then play at on the main field, Gillette Field, and that sort of thing. I think that would be a cool sort of addition that they could do. And that would save them money from going back to the UK every year. But they're still in the works of trying to get that. Right now, the league is trying to push the Jacksonville Jaguars as a home team, even though the Jacksonville Jaguars are garbage. If I was the league and I wanted to, get people to actually play from the UK and Mexico, I would have not garbage teams be the. I would not have garbage teams be the host of those. I would have like the Patriots be the home team, or somebody good, because oh my god, Jacksonville's garbage. And burn all the money the past 10 years. Well, yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But if it does happen, you heard it here first, folks. All right, so the industry area is already having problems with cargo, it looks like. Not enough buyers for products. So let's see what we can implement in here. So we put down some... Oh, we can get some farm fields, too. I just put down some wheat fields. How many people are working here? 50 workers. So this can expand. But we need some sort of storage over here or something. Okay, so there is silos. Means more commercial needs to buy farm products. Okay, Dr. Brown. Yeah, we could do that. So we'll add some silos over here. So trucks can come through here and then go out onto the road. We're going to get some commercial buildings down here. I kind of want this to be generally the main sort of commercial area over here, down on this road over here. That would be kind of cool. They have some commercial area here. And if we get some power lines just running through this here, like so, that should be all hooked up. We're having still big industry needs, which I don't even know where I can zone some more offices, TBH. These guys aren't growing, so maybe we should throw some like beautiful parks down here, like these Japanese ones. Always a big fan of the Japanese parks. I've never been to one, but it would be nice to go to one. So I'll throw some parks down here. Maybe that'll get these guys to expand over here. This is more of our area for our mall, which I still need to get some assets for the mall. So if there's any cool assets that you guys want to see me put in for the mall, let me know. I would love to add some of those in. And our industry area over here is having really bad problems with fires. How's the fire service doing over here? It's doing really garbage. Let's put a fire truck service over here. That should fix all those sort of problems. We'll throw down a fire output area over here. So when we have fire helicopters, they can come cover this area over here. Offices in the freeway. Oh yeah, we can line some more offices up down here. Not a bad idea. That's what I was kind of doing anyways. I need to get some water pipes down here. And I don't want any of these offices being smaller than 3. I could tell you that right now. Because that would look a little bit weird. Yeet! I went to buy a Japanese Dreamcast, even looked through its region locked. Oof. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I want to buy but aren't available, which sucks. And we're going to open up one of these sewage plants here too. And let's time this 3 speed here. We're almost at our next unlock here. We need 48,000 people, then we can get ourselves a nuclear power plant. Which would be really cool. And hopefully that can take care of some of that. Let me double check those numbers real quick. So even if a team wins every single game on their way to lifting up the Champion League trophy, they will earn 82 million euros. Oh, that's just for the team. Never mind. Alright, maybe I was reading the wrong number. Sorry. So 100 million goes to the winners of the league. The soccer league in Europe. The UEFA. Which also has the same amount of teams at 32. Yeah, I'll look into that a little bit more later. But yeah, I think Alex is right. Yeah, I was reading the winners, not the entire league. That's my problem. All right. I think that's probably a good point to end it off there. I don't really know what I was planning on doing today. That's why I said in the thumbnail. Well, we got a lot of stuff done. We zoned in some more new office areas down here and some more housing, which is slowly getting grown. And we're getting slowly more and more population every single day. And we started making ourselves a farming area over here, which is going to slowly grow. AJ's house should be back at this point. Which, I don't know why his house isn't here. Oh, the problem is AJ's house isn't going to grow for a while. Due to the fact that I have a lot of this area zoned over here for housing. So, once these places get zoned up, AJ, eventually your place will get zoned in. But everything's going good. We made ourselves a new district down here with some commercial. And everything's going to plan. So that's good. And we'll de-zone this so we can try to at least get AJ's area filled up sooner than later. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out to the live stream. I don't know what else to do today. Plus, I'm tired as heck. I don't know why. Probably because I'm back on the school schedule of actually being there at the right proper times. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a late night stream of Bedrock with subs. It's going to be kind of late. I'm not sure what time. It's probably going to be at 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30 Central Standard Time. So my European boys probably won't be able to play, but I think Australia might be able to play. We'll see right now. Let me see. What time will it be in Australia? That doesn't make any sense. Australia might be able to play. No, Good Gaming wouldn't be able to play because he'll be at school at that time. But yeah, that's probably a good place to end it off there, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, there might be a video out tomorrow. Most likely not, though. I'll let you guys know tonight if there's going to be a video or not. Probably not, though. But the next how-to tutorial is going to be how to make a beautiful house with only using 3 stacks of different blocks. Something you can get in one day. Thursday, our stream should be at our same time with Zach Daily Games at Minecraft at 9 p.m. Friday will be Fredcraft, Saturday will be Ark, and then Fredcraft, Sunday will be Minecraft with subs. And at that time, we would have some sort of proper loadout for elections, and we would have to do some sort of campaigning. And I think a week or two from this Sunday, we'll have the elections. But I have to think a little bit more about that and how that's going to work. But yeah, I hope to see you guys tomorrow with some Bedrock with subs. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you hate this channel and you don't like this, leave it with a dislike. But yeah, this is Claude from Chicago. And also, let's save while we're here. Because I always forget to save. Alright, there we go. Yeah, sorry about the crash earlier today, guys, too. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Peace.